Everyone, this is Ernest. How's everyone doing today? So, if you want to learn something specific about women in Odessa, Ukraine, or Eastern Europe, pay attention to these facts. Pay attention to facts. That's right. One, you can watch YouTube videos, especially ones on this channel. I got videos from, Elizabeth, my business partner, Valeria, beautiful fitness trainer, Elena. She did videos back in 2021. Vita, woman from Kiev, the capital city. She's not living in the United Kingdom. So I got a couple of videos from different Ukrainian women. If you want to see them, get to know them, support them, you watch their videos on this channel, this same YouTube channel. I appreciate it. So let's see. Let's see. Got another option, a way you can learn something specific about women in Ukraine or Eastern Europe. You can talk to the ladies themselves. Of course, you can reach out to Elizabeth, my business partner, via email, or you can leave a comment to this video. I think she will appreciate it. If you leave a question, or you can contact me. As you have a question or concern, I can ask her, and then wait to get her response, so that way I can give it back to you. You do it that way, you can learn a lot. Let's see. I'm looking at my notes right now, but be careful about these lies or rumors. So you might hear, read, or listen to lies or rumors from on the internet, or maybe from your family and friends. They're telling you something, because of what's going on in Ukraine, like this ongoing war, from the Russian president, and his people started like 3 years ago. So your family and friends, they might tell you something that's not true. I advise you to not listen to them, especially if they have never gone to Ukraine. Do your own research on Google or Yahoo or some other source. Also talk to people, who have gone to Ukraine. And also they stay in contact with people from Ukraine. Of course, you can get in contact with me. I stay in contact with Elizabeth. Of course, she's my former translator. She's my current business partner, best friend for life. We have known each other for 7 years. I feel, it's just, we had this amazing relationship. And we had this amazing online business, Foreign Chat Web. And I'm doing my best to help her and her female friends, other ladies, find someone special through this online business. We have this amazing website, foreignchatweb.com. If you want to check it out, go there. See if you like it. Register for a membership for free. Wait for Elizabeth to add profiles there. I'm waiting for her to find some ladies who want to join. They want to have their profile information on the website. They want to talk video chat with men from, of course, here where I am, United States, United Kingdom, Australia, China, Japan, India, other westernized countries. Women want to video chat with the man and get to know them well, and maybe hopefully meet them in person. The men take take the women on dates. Go to some amazing places, record photos, videos. Hopefully, can grow the relationship, turn a relationship into, a marriage, possible marriage. And that's what Liz and I, hope to achieve through this online business. I believe it's going to happen, regardless of what's going on in Ukraine or United States or the rest of the world. Something good, something great is going to happen. In a way, God's, is going to make everything, He's going to turn everything around. So let's see. Of course, I didn't talk to you about the topic. This video is 5 myths about Ukrainian women. I got the first myth. I think a myth means a lie, something that's not really true. someone who has no evidence or no experience could, say something that's not true about someone or something or somewhere. So yeah, let's see. Get to my the first myth: Ukrainian women or Eastern European are desperate. See, they're not. They're just like anyone else in this world. Yeah, of course they want to find good-hearted men who are gonna love them, respect them. But see, I'm trying to explain. They hope to find good men. Good-hearted men who want to treat them with respect, love them, accept them for who they are, want to marry them, have family, kids, or build a family with them. And but where they are, of course, they have a hard time finding, men, finding the right men. Ukrainian or Eastern European culture and society media focuses on the men. They they favor the men more than they do the women. So women feel, rejected. And then, of course, the women outnumber the men, too. Because a lot of men, move to other countries, probably due to war, uh, finding, better jobs, so on. So the women, of course, so that means there's a lot of women left in Ukraine or Eastern Europe, and they had to compete with each other, for the fraction or small number of men, and that leaves. Either that means women are possibly cheated on or abused, or just left alone, rejected, frustrated, you know. So that's the reason why some of them might be desperate, but they're willing, but they're patient. They're willing to wait for the right man. Wait for God to send the right man. And I wrote, what can you do? Yeah, get to know. Reach out to women in Ukraine, Eastern Europe, if you want. Get to know them individually. If you want to join foreignChatWeb.com, sign up for free. Wait for Elizabeth to add profiles there. Buy video chats. Trying to think what else to say. Yeah, buy video chats. Get to know the women. Then you'll find out. Really they're not desperate, but they just want to find men who are going, who take them seriously and who want to get to know them individually. We want the next Ukrainian women or Eastern European women want to move to the United States or Western world. That's really not true. Most of them want to stay in their country. I think they'd be even happier if the men, American Western men, you know, want to marry them or be with them and then move to their country. I think they'd be even more than happy. They have the men, be around their family members, friends, maybe possible kids if the women are single moms. I think the women in Ukraine, they probably already know, they probably hear, read the news about the United States, Western world. And of course, they can talk to American or Western friends who inform them what's going on in the United States or Western world. And they realize that, they rather stay in their own country, where they can be happier and where they can be around, places and people that they know well, they know and love well. And, I can't really blame them, given how things are. Given how things are nowadays, uh, sometimes you should be, I guess, be grateful for what you have. I think women in Ukraine, Eastern Europe, being grateful for what they have. And so, move on to the third myth. They are poor or broke. I think some of them, I don't know about their financial situations or their net worth. But, even if they don't have that much money, still, they don't care that much about money. Of course, they dress and impress. When I went to Odessa, Ukraine, I was amazed. I saw a lot of women, people in general, dress up. They look like, they almost look like, like rich or middle class people. Most of them seem like, in my opinion, I feel like they dress better than the people here in the United States do. you know. But if they dress well because they care how they care about how they look. They want to impress other people. Giving a positive impression to other people. Especially women, they care about how they dress. I mean, even whether they're on public or even behind closed doors. I mean, then they're nice. You know, that's the thing. I mean, I can go somewhere like Ukraine, see women who are dressed up, and I can easily approach them, have a conversation with them, maybe ask them on a date, maybe build a relationship with them. I don't have to worry about them being repulsed or telling me to back away, or them discriminating against someone like a guy like me or whatever. I don't have to worry about them trying to use me, get them to buy them expensive food or take them shopping, buy expensive clothes or so. I mean, it's just a great feeling knowing that a guy like me or a guy like you can go somewhere like Ukraine, see beautiful women dress up, approach them, and build a relationship with them or take them on a date, and just enjoy your time, with someone, you're interested in, someone who might be interested in you too. Let's see. The fourth myth: they are stupid or dumb. That's definitely false. Women in Ukraine, Eastern Europe are really smart. I think most of them, they go to college, they have, let's see, a social degree, bachelor's degree, probably even master's degree, doctor's degrees. Some probably have their own businesses, have successful jobs or careers. They probably, I know they probably have a higher IQ, hate to say it, than the people in my country or Western world do. I mean, but the thing is, unlike, you know, people in the West, they don't boast or brag about how smart they are, or boast and brag about how much money they have, or so on. Still, despite their intelligence, they still want to find men with good hearts, good intentions. They don't care. I mean, they probably don't care if the men are not as smart as they are, or have less money than they do. They just want to find men who with good hearts, good intentions, and whether the men are smart or not, I mean, as long as the men have good hearts, good, treat them right, and want to build family with them, then the women, are probably gonna be with those men. And if the man, or not that smart, I mean, maybe the women can become their teachers and teach them about, their culture, and teach them about, let's see, I mean, finances and fashion and so on. I mean, the thing is, no one is stupid or dumb. God has made everyone, smart. I mean, even animals. So same thing with different people around the world. He makes everyone has different gifts, different abilities. So I got the last myth: Ukrainian women or Eastern European women, they are only interested in men with good looks, charm, and riches. Some of them are, but most of them, they already have local Ukrainian men or Eastern European men with good looks, charm, and probably got, a lot of money or materialistic things that are worth a lot of money. But I think most of the women, they're tired of those men. They want to find men, who are the opposite. I mean, even I can talk about me, for example. When I went to Odessa, Ukraine, I didn't expect anything. I really didn't expect to connect with anybody there. But God has surprised me with Elizabeth. She was my, translator then. Now she's my current business partner and best friend for life. We got this amazing business, Foreign Chat Web. I mean, I didn't expect that to happen, at all. I really didn't expect, I just thought that I want to just go to Odessa, see what the culture's like, of course, go on dates, you know. I thought like meaningless dates with women I don't know, get to know them a little bit, they get to know me a little bit, and then days over, and then we just go our separate ways. We don't even talk or see each other again. But, that didn't happen with Elizabeth. When I first met her, and then Victoria, one from her agency. I don't know if Victoria is still part of the agency, or even Valeria, the fitness trainer, whose videos you might see on this channel. They might still be part of Elizabeth's agency, but I really didn't expect to connect with anybody. But Elizabeth, she reached out to me. She wanted to get to know me well, and we've been video chatting, on Skype. She and I, and then with Victoria, Valeria, and now, years later, we have this amazing online business, that I'm doing my best to make grow, and it's just, it's the best gift that God has given me and her, you know. So I want to get back to this myth. Yeah, Ukrainian women or Eastern European women are only interested in men with good looks, charm, and riches. Not really true, because they already got local Ukrainian men or Eastern European men with good looks, charm, riches. The only problem with those men is they're, kind of spoiled. They don't really care much about the women. They're treated, with much respect, and they just want, live in the present. They don't, they're not really serious about marriage or raising kids. The men just want to have fun. Not all of them, but most of them. And I think, Ukrainian women, Eastern European women are just tired of it, and that's why they turn to international dating agencies, so that way they can meet men who are different mindsets. In the United States, United Kingdom, Western world, they just want to find, men who are gonna love them and accept them for who they are. And through Foreign Chat Web business, Elizabeth and I are gonna make that happen. We're gonna make their dreams come true. So I hope that my words encourage you. 5 myths about Ukrainian women. Their lies. I mean, I advise you to watch videos, do research on Google if you want to know more about women in Ukraine or Eastern Europe. I mean, thanks, we got AI. AI can really, give you more information. And, it's just, you can learn a lot more information about AI. Well, let's see. Excuse me about that. I apologize. Learn much information about women in Ukraine, the culture, so on. You can watch videos. If you're, curious about more information, you can contact me. You can contact Elizabeth. You can leave a comment here. I'll be happy to reply. And, hope that you enjoy. Hope that you have learned something. Hopefully I've done my best to teach you everything that I know about Ukrainian women, of course, research, and then, so on. Yeah, so if you like my words, please like this video. Please click the like button. I would appreciate it. Please leave me a comment. I'll be happy to respond. Please share this with other men, who want to know, who are curious. They want to know about women in Ukraine. They want to know if these women are sincere, legit, They're interested in a guy who's average looking, who has an average income, guy like you. They want to, beautiful. When I went there, yeah, gorgeous women. But they probably feel like they're not good enough for me. Yeah, these beautiful women who I consider tens, eights, nines, or tens, and they see a guy like me and they think that they're not good enough for me. I mean, that's a surprise. That's a surprise to me. And I think that a lot. Yeah, they would be surprised, and you and other men would be surprised if you know you guys decide to build this relationship, grow it. I hope that the video chats with lady services and singles vacation consultation services on foreignchatweb.com. I hope that they become popular. And Elizabeth and I, we're going to create a lot of international couples. We're going to make a positive difference in this world. It's going to happen. So if you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this unique channel. I would appreciate it. And I'm going to get back to you next week with 3 interesting videos.